Colin, just Les Still here with your Thursday forecast. It'll be my last one for the week. I'll be off tomorrow and then back in for Ellen on Sunday morning as we continue to track Dorian. This is going to be something we're going to be talking about at least for the next week. Now, we're also going to be tracking some storms across eastern Carolina as we head on through this morning into the early afternoon hours, especially along and east of Highway 17. Could be some brief downpours associated with them. And cooler and drier air is starting to get into our weather pattern now. As we progress through the day today, you're noticing lower temps, and the lower dew point air will also get into our pattern, and as a result, we'll be looking at more refreshing air coming in for the day tomorrow. So here's how things play out with rainfall. Notice Elizabeth City there, over 2 inches rainfall in the last 24 hours. Even Kinston coming in with around 3/4 of an inch. Meanwhile, other spots like Kenansville that was seeing some heavier rainfall early yesterday morning, that is now dissipated. Tracking another band, though, that is working its way along the coast this morning. Scattered showers and storms will be around. Not a complete washout of the day today. More clouds around, but I think we will see some breaks in the overcast from time to time. Temperatures are only into the low to mid-80s as a result of those northeasterly winds. All this action moves away from the coast overnight tonight. 60s, maybe some mid-60s in some of those deeper inland spots. And then very pleasant, refreshing in here for tomorrow. Yeah, still on the hot side. I mean, temperatures mid to upper 80s. We're used to it this time of year. Low 80s at the beaches with that northeasterly wind, low humidity level, plenty of sunshine around. Very, very comfortable. All right, what we are tracking is a high pressure coming across the Ohio Valley and the northern mid-Atlantic states. Meanwhile, we've got an area of low pressure that is developing just off of our coast. And you can kind of see that deformation zone band of rain that is set up across the sounds early this morning. Excuse me. That's going to continue to push its way off towards the east as we go on through the morning into the afternoon hours today. So along and east of Highway 17, best chance of seeing some showers and storms around. Otherwise, inland spots, we're going to be looking at the potential for some breaks in the overcast or thinning of the overcast from time to time, and then eventually get most of the cloud cover out of here as we do head on in through the end of the day today. In fact, west of Highway 258, maybe even going to see some sunshine by 3, 4, 5 o'clock. And that's exactly what Future Track is showing us here, that deformation zone band setting up. Showers and storms scattered about along and east of Highway 17. But look at the northerly winds kicking in, that drier air getting into our weather pattern from north to south as we go overnight tonight. And as a result, we are going to be looking at lots of sunshine in here for the day tomorrow. Maybe even a little bit of light patchy ground fog, not completely out of the question early tomorrow morning. Northeasterly winds brings that drier, cooler, refreshing air into our weather pattern, and that's what we're going to be enjoying for the day tomorrow with lots of sunshine around. I am tracking a little disturbance that makes its way up along the Gulf Stream waters here as we go in through Saturday. I guess there could be a spotty shower along the beaches, a little bit more cloudiness around, but not really anticipating much in the way of action out of that. And then we will be tracking another cold front coming in from the north and the west. That'll be in here for Sunday and Monday. All right, let's track Dorian here for you. If you're tracking along at home on our Storm Track 12 severe weather tracking chart, it's located at 15.6 north this morning and 34.5 west. Just in case you're wondering, you can always stop by our studio in New Bern as well as our bureaus in Greenville and Jacksonville to pick up your Storm Track 12 severe weather tracking chart as you can track along at home. It's also, if you're new to the area, got some tracking tips on the back here for you to be able to track Dorian as we, another week potentially before this would have an impact on us, but I'm going to break down as to why this could have an impact on us here. Winds now about 60 miles an hour with fast movement off to the west-northwest, generally say 3,100 miles away from us here in eastern Carolina. To kind of put that in perspective, it's just about as far away as Los Angeles, California is to us here in eastern Carolina. It has kind of improved its form here as of going through the overnight period here. In fact, you can see the wave that created this had some pretty good convection along with it, but the storm system itself is a very tight, small, compact storm, continuing to move off to the west-northwest at 15 miles an hour. But it is exhibiting that classic S-shaped pattern, showing you that the upper-level winds and the lower-level inflow is kind of connected. So we've got divergence at the upper levels, inflow at the low levels here. So this is going to continue to track off towards the west-northwest. And, again, it's going to be something we're going to be watching over the next week. let's kind of break down what's going to be controlling it here, because this is what we're going to need to figure out. It is running around the southern edge of the Bermuda high pressure, and you can see that when the Bermuda high pressure kind of flexes westbound, that does have a tendency to bring the storminess close to the east coast here. Now, the question is going to be, where is the weakness going to be in the upper level trough? Where's the Bermuda high going to be? So a lot of questions still need to be figured out with this here, but it is going to have an impact on where ultimately Dorian is going to be sent, and as a result, we are going to be tracking this and looking for that weakness between the Bermuda high out in the Atlantic Ocean and the upper level trough coming in across the central U.S. Here's what we've got. The official forecast track holds it as a fairly decent tropical storm, just kind of plowing through the central Atlantic here. No real big problems with it. It is going to be watching for a little bit of dry air in the central Atlantic, also some wind shear as it gets towards the islands. But really, Tuesday and Wednesday next week is going to be the break point, figuring out where exactly the trough is going to be, how the Bermuda high is going to be positioned, as to whether this thing makes a run more towards Bermuda, closer towards Hatteras, or more in towards, say, Florida, as we go in through the middle of to the end of next week. So no problems from Dorian, at least up till the middle of next week. Then after that, we'll have to figure out for the weekend if it'll be impacting us here. Showers and storms scattered about east of 17 for the day today. Nice, cool, refreshing day in here for tomorrow. A little bit more humid, little bit more humidity gets back into the weather pattern on Saturday. Scattered showers and storms will be around, maybe along the beaches, but I don't think really going to be that big of a deal. And then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, a front comes in, kind of stalls out over the area. By that point, we'll be trying to figure out where Dorian is going to be. Have yourself a good Thursday. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still.